Well, it's getting harder to judge the king's organization. Well, it's easy to judge the organization. It's getting harder to judge the king's intent if half the stuff that's happening might not be what he's planning on doing. Does the king even know that his dudes took over and are charging for the water around here? Are we gonna have to have a chat about that, king? You too busy hanging out with your groupies to run your organization? It seems a bit rotten to the core and whatnot. Wow, hey punk ass.
Why the hell are you here? I got this under control.
You extremely don't, and I'm also not on your side. Hi.
You keep your hands where we can see him.
It's
Draw a weapon and we will fire.
It's a me. Remember me? Okay, which one of you can I talk to? This guy has extremely red hair.
This isn't really a good time. What did you want?
The king wants to help with the relief effort.
Like he helped the envoy we sent? No thanks.
And it wasn't him. He didn't even know an envoy was sent.
Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the king's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
You're telling your men to stand down. Didn't that guy attack? I figured that guy attacked because he was like, don't expect any of your words to matter. Like he's gonna run out there and take him out. The king, like... the jailhouse rocker. That thing ain't worth the shit. The it's comical how incredibly outclassed the kings are. Like they're like local thugs that are running in a gang where people mostly just don't want to deal with them and just kind of do like just work around them, and they think they're tough shit. So they faced off against the fucking military and they just got mowed down. I don't think I saw a single NCR trooper down, but all of the kings were.
The king just sent a messenger over, saying these guys are off limits. He's probably already heard about what you did here. Looks like you get to be a hero. Enjoy it while it lasts.
I think you're about to be in deep shit, and I'll be enjoying that. Congrats, Pacer. You got several people killed while actively going against your leader's words. Not gonna lie, because of his weird veiled threat at the beginning, I thought that what the hell?
You want someone dead? Really dead?
I use this. You want someone dead? Really dead? Hit them with a hammer bigger than their head. Well, it rhymes.
Meaning anything to you, guy?
I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, name whatever you want, and if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
I dinged! Yeah! Look at me ding! What was I doing? Repair? Why not? I get to do the thingy! These are great! Let's see. Hunter. Critical damage, which I don't do, so that's irrelevant. One special point is being straight, imagine. Eating stuff without getting rotten. Kill magazines. Experience perk. Eating corpses and being a bad boy. Skill magazines. It's not the worst. 50% bonus damage every time you fight any kind of rad scorpion, giant mantis, or rad roach. That is a lot of bonus. That's actually a shocking amount of bonus damage. But I also one-shot them already right now. So... the more radiation you have, the more you heal is a weird perk. move a bit faster is a little tempting just because it makes affects the whole playthrough. 5% bonus damage with all weapons is fine, but I don't really like the random explosions. The non-corpses just makes it harder to loot and do stuff. We've talked about how that one's a shitty perk. Pistols. Whatever, that belly. Yeah, bonus threshold. That's one to keep in mind. Rifles I don't use. That doesn't seem actually helpful. Radiation resistance is fine. Not the worst idea, because it just comes up. This one's just kind of dark. This one makes me feel bad. Even if it does mean I do bonus damage to certain factions. I feel like it happens to affect Caesar's Legion, going by the icon given there, but it seems iffy. A bonus to hit and VATS. Cannot be knocked down in combat. Tribal Wisdom. Less damage from most insects, basically. Animal Friend, they'll come to my rescue. Fight the power. Plus 2 damage threshold, a 5% critical chance against anyone wearing faction armor of the Legion, NCR, or Brotherhood. A lot of these are bonuses to crit, which is the thing I specifically don't actually do well at. Stronger stim packs isn't the worst, especially added with Arcade Ganon. Everything heavy just weighs less. It's kind of nice. 30 hit points. So we hit the level... yeah, we're past level 12, which is like a new threshold of new skills, I guess. Your martial might is truly legendary. You do large amounts of additional damage through enemy blocks with all melee weapons and unarmed attacks. How much do people actually block is the question. Reduced limb damage. As a Purifier of the Wasteland, you do 50% bonus damage with melee and unarmed attacks against Centaurs, Night Stalkers, Spore Plants, Spore Carriers, Death Claws, Super Mutants, and Feral Ghouls. 50% bonus damage against Death Claws is like my only chance of ever accomplishing it. And Super Mutants? Damn. I feel bad about the... I feel a little bad about Purifier, implying that it's my creed to wipe out all of the degenerate life forms, which is kind of gross, but it's a huge bonus against Super Mutants and Death Claws when they come up. I'm gonna have to go for that, I think. That's a pretty big bonus and one of my only chances of ever beating a Death Claw.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you?
This building is interesting. What do you know about it?
Near as I can tell, it was some sort of religious institution. Oh, I know it says school out front, but everything in here seems to be related to the worship of some guy from back in the day. People used to come here to learn about him, to dress like him, move like him, to be him. If that's not worship, I don't know what is.
Tell me more about him.
Not a whole lot to tell. There were only a few books left in here when we found it, and those were rotted away. There were some posters left that were pretty well preserved, which is how we know all this stuff was based on the same guy. The thing of it is, we don't even know what his name was. All the posters just referred to him as the King.
And that's where you got the name from.
Well, that and the giant sign outside. This place could have been the King's House of Dog Chow, and I still would have taken the name. but I like to think I keep the memory alive.
Memory alive of the guy I don't even know the name of, even though he was specifically famous and everyone knew who he was. This was a school. What was taught here?
As far as we can tell, the guy that built this place was considered the coolest of the cool and taught other people how to be more like him. People would come all around to learn how to sing, dance, dress, and even speak the way he did.
Is that what you guys do? Pretend to be this guy?
Something like that, yeah. There were some working tapes here when we first got here, so we know what he sounded like. Sadly, they stopped working a few years back, so I sold them to a junk merchant who was passing through. Otherwise, I'd play some for you. All the outfits you see my guys wearing around were originally found in here too, along with more hair gel than you can shake a stick at. Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
Where'd you get the robot dog?
I got Rex here from a salvager a few years ago. He was a little dinged up when I got him, but one of the followers fixed him right up.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He goes through spells like this from time to time. The followers said his brain is going bad or something.
Can I help somehow?
I don't know. Maybe. If you found a way to help my poor Rex here, I'd be much obliged. Your best bet would be to talk to Julie Farkas over at the old Mormon fort north of here. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did.
What can you tell me about Freeside?
Understand Freeside? You have to look back a few years. Originally, we were all just tribes making a living in this area. That all changed when Mr. House came around. He made an offer to the 3 biggest tribes that were willing to listen to him. Today, everyone calls those tribes the 3 families, and they live in luxury and run their own casinos in the Strip. The rest of us were left to fight over the crumbs, living in the shadow of those more fortunate. Things got pretty nasty for a while, but we wanted more, a place of our own, a place where no one could tell us what to do, and we didn't want to go elsewhere to find it. So we took control of this place and made it our own. That's really all Freeside is, the best of a bad situation.
What can you tell me about Pacer?
Pace? He and I grew up together around here. We've been through a lot together. There's no man I'd rather have at my side in a pinch. Don't judge him too harshly for trying to get some caps out of you. He probably took you for a squatter, looking for a place to settle down. There have been a lot of people moving into the area lately, and it's got some people riled. Can't blame them myself. There's only so much to go around.
I have to go.
All right. I'll see you later.
Where even does the radio play from? I don't think you can turn this one off.
I think we'll be back with this guy when I deal with the dog situation, so I'll pick up more of those quests in a bit, but #1 priority is now to help the dog. He's sad. Nothing else matters. But yeah, sorry for taking so long on the skill tree, but damn. I very much would like that mechanic I was asking for to hide skills that you don't ever want. So you can then only read the ones that are ones that you looked at in the past for like, yeah, maybe someday, or ones that are new. Having to read through all the old ones because you can't tell at a glance what they all are because there's so many of them and each one requires reading a sentence or two from scratch basically. It's just like, it's rough. It's always going to take a while. It's going to take longer the more I level and I unlock more options, I guess.
Welcome.
The king said he could tell me more about his robotic dog.
Rex? It breaks my heart every time I see him. He's such a good dog.
The king brought him here for treatment then?
Yes, a few months ago. We had to tell him there was nothing we could do.
So you can't heal him?
No. Rex's condition is way beyond anything we can handle. He requires brain surgery and some sophisticated cybernetics work too.
Is there anyone who could do all that?
There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry who reportedly specializes in this sort of procedure. He'd probably be your best bet. Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
No problem.
Why doesn't she say anything? You have to like skip it or she'll stare at you for 10 seconds instead of saying goodbye. Just stuck staring at him. We'll return to the king first. Talk about Rex. Okay. We have to save the robot dog. I don't know if I don't think I even necessarily want the robot dog or anything. I've got Edie and everything, but I want the dog to be happy. Tunnel snakes rule. All right. And I'm amused that the quest riffs on the song.
What can the king do for you?
Julie Farkas said a man in Jacobstown can treat Rex.
She said what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when I went down there. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her doctors. Anyway, that's incredible news. Only thing is, there's too much going on around here for me to make a trip like that. And I need all of my guys just to keep things settled here. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here, and you've done some good work for me already. I'll tell you what, you promised to get Rexy here to that doctor, and I'll lend him to you. What do you say?
Absolutely. I'll see that he gets better.
I can't thank you enough. Now, there's a few things you should know about old Rex here if you're going to be traveling together. First, he hates rats. Can't stand the things. Giant rats, mole rats, doesn't matter. He catches a whiff of one, and he's off like a shot after him. He's normally pretty obedient, but you might have to chase him some if he goes after one of the little varmints. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them. Don't ask. I have no idea why. Maybe because it rhymes with rats. That should be it, though. Other than the occasional bad spot when his brain starts hurting him, that is. But I'm hoping you'll see to that. I wish you both luck. Take care of my Rex now, you hear? Rex, this is your new master. Protect him as you would me.
Aww. How you feeling, boy? I'm still working on getting you fixed. I want to take a closer look at you. Examine the painting of the bull on the Rex's side. Is he from the Legion? The paint, though weathered and faded. Cool. Examine the brain case. Looks sickly and the gel would contain... Cool. Examine Rex's mechanical parts. The body works better, scorched, but is remarkable. Fuck you. It just auto skips. It's fucking automatic. It has no voice acting, but it auto skips. Is Edie still here? Is the dog currently a party member, but also Edie is? Is he a party member? I don't think he is. Rex growls at Edie. Okay, so I need to get rid of Edie. Companion protocol terminate. End companion protocol. Doggy. Search and mark perk. That's the one where the dog pees on everything. Just gonna assume that without reading. Okay, let's get you fixed up. Or else. I've been there before. I've been everything. Everywhere. Oh, it's this place. The super mutant place. I do 50% more damage to you now.
Something on your mind?
How does that make you feel? Neil told me about this town.
A lot of the mutants here found out about Jacobstown because of Neil. Our isolation works against us sometimes.
I'm looking for Dr. Henry.
Docks inside the lodge. See you.
See you later, Michael Dorn. One day I'll finally rewatch TNG. I think I was on a mission to watch all of Star Trek back to back, just from front to back, and I made it to like season 2 of Star Trek original series, and that's like the most I made it through. Admittedly, I just like the original series less than TNG. I grew up watching TNG, and the original series is kind of harder to get into. But also, I went to visit Joe and Andrew and to record something, and I started a sentence with like, so I was watching Star Trek last night, and Joe cut me off. He was like, "Was it the one where there's a misunderstanding?" And then I'm just like, "Oh," and then I kind of just stopped watching Star Trek. Just like kind of just stopped me dead in my tracks. But I grew up on TNG though, and it probably, in some cases, did more to inform my morality on some issues than, like, any actual people in my life did.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Something's wrong with my cyber dog. I was told to come to you.
It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them.
No!
Yes.
Get a new brain from old Gibson's dogs, or an exceptional one from the Brains. Or the Fiends. Exceptional brain? No! That kills the Rex. That kills the Rex and replaces him with another dog. That's just a different dog's brain. Wait. That's not a fix at all. That's tragic. I'm wondering how many players were like, I fixed his brain, I got him a new brain, now he's happy, look at him go. And you're like, you put a new dog in this horror, and now that brain's also going to degrade over time. Oh man. Alright, Rex, sorry buddy. Who's a sad little idiot? What's that, Rex? Little Jimmy fell down the well? Wait, there's a well? Let's go check out that well, Jimmy. Oh, shit. Not the well. Where the fuck was it added to the well? Wait, where? It's probably a no sign, because it's probably one I've never been to. Where the fuck did you... Where? Raul's shack. I still need to visit that. Jimmy's well! Oh no! We've got to go... One last adventure for you and me. Robot dog, Rex. I know your name. We've got... What's going on over there? We've got to save you. We've got to save Jimmy from the well. We gotta help Jimmy! Your days may be numbered, Rex, and you're on your way out, and it's a sad dementia situation, and you're not happy anymore. But we can go on one last adventure, Rex. Can I go... Fuck. Can I go outside? How does the surroundings here work? But after this, I think I'm gonna remove him from the party and never do this quest. Because that's just killing Rex. That's not nice. I don't want to kill Rex to then put another dog in this hell. That's not good. I feel like that's deeply distressing. Okay, I should put this in my notes for in the future for like if I ever make my essay about the teleporter problem, which in my mind hooks into the entire idea of AI and the idea that people can preserve themselves with AI. And I'm like, I got bad news for you about how computer files work. Computer files don't have a soul. You're just writing a program that's at best
like a record and replication of a series of behaviors and memories in attempting to emulate you like an AI voice. And then when you move it from hard drive to hard drive, I got bad news about how files work, which is that when you move files, you copy them and then you delete them. You make a copy of the first one on the second hard drive, then you delete the first one afterwards. So for a while, they both exist at the same time. That is not the same file moving as an object. That is just a new clone of the original file. Which is also how teleporters work in Star Trek. They make a copy of you at the second location that is not the same person. So you died every time you use a teleporter. And this dog, in a similar way, it's not the same dog. You just grotesquely... Hi, Jimmy. I'm sorry, it's just startling. You're very nearby. Hello, floating dog. You're not floating. It just looked like you were because I was down here. And perspective is weird. Oh, I think that's Jimmy. Oh, he's got a super stim pack. And some BBs. Abile Kid LE BB gun. Rawhide cowboy hat. Well, I heard that Rex didn't like people with hats, so he's probably happy Jimmy's dead. So at least there's that. Did you eat Jimmy? Okay, Rex, I think it's time to go home. You did good. You did good, Rex. We found Jimmy. Good boy. Good boy. Anyway, enjoy your retirement, Rex. I'm sorry, but you cannot be saved. You are definitely dying. And, this is gonna be it. Sorry, Rex. I can't save you. And everyone who thinks they can save you is operating under an illusion where they just enact additional cruelty to another animal in the attempt to preserve the original animals as a concept. If I keep strafing awkwardly away, he can never threaten me with my life.
You have defied Kaiser for the...
Uh-huh. God, you guys are so cool and hardcore and scary. Caesar's such a cool man, full of scary man. Dude. That's worth some money. Why not? Oh, it's kind of heavy. Sledgehammer. I don't think I want to deck you out in their gear. That'd be thematically strange to see. It's a little heavy. I might start regretting these. I guess here's a question. Can I use the armor to repair my armor? No. Sugar rush, let's go! I'm gonna meet up with Raul since he's apparently near Jimmy's well. Hopefully Raul isn't also a skeleton. Because that would be tragic. And I don't mean because he's a ghoul, I mean like dead. The fact that there was an animal perk thing with Rex and you just find a tragic child death. I feel like they specifically don't let you, they don't let you hurt children, and I don't think they usually are allowed to die in any context, so it's actually surprising that there is a child corpse in the well. Things did not work out for Jimmy. Raul, buddy! Oh. You okay over here? This crate done lost his mind.